Hey now, say now, welcome back to the Stanford Cardinal Dynasty. Today, the Cardinal return home to NorCal to continue their season and pursuit for a college football title. Today's episode kicks off with another ranked opponent coming to town to try to take down the Cardinal. The Cardinal, number 4 ranked team in the country at 4-0. They welcome new ACC newcomer, the Tulane Green Wave, who come in ranked number 22 on the country after a 2-1 start. Let's get into it. Tulane is led by quarterback Earl Pons, who had a masterclass last week, throwing for 315 yards and 4 touchdowns. However, the Stanford defense was up to the task. Facing a 3rd and 8 early on, Adam Chauvelin comes through off the stun and takes down Pounds, forcing the punt. Mikael Skinner got the highlight for the Cardinal offense after a 2-touchdown effort last week against Syracuse, and the Cardinal decided to get him involved early. They get a defender to come off sides before Pinto finds Skinner running the drag route. He beats the man downfield and picks up big yardage. This big play sets up a goal line appearance, and on 2nd and goal from the 1, Pinto's going to hit his wide receiver John Anthony Hall on the screenplay, and Stanford scores the first points in this one, taking a 7-0 lead with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Tulane's offense back on the field but facing a 3rd down. 3rd and 5 from the 30, Pounds tries a hit over the middle, but it's picked off by slot corner Sam Neely. Errant throw by Pounds there, and Neely leaps up to take it away, and the Cardinal get the ball back for their offense. They face a 3rd and 10 from the 24. Pinto changes the play before taking a snap. His protection holds up before dumping it off to Heath's son. He tries a spin move, but he's taken down at the 6-yard line. And then on the very next play, freshman Cameron Hazelwood takes the inside give. He powers it into the end zone, and the Cardinal jump out to a 14-0 lead before the end of the first quarter. Cardinal ended up getting the ball back. Facing a 3rd and 8 from the 42, Pinto stands strong and throws a strike to Mbakwe to extend the drive. Later, 3rd and 5 from the 13. Pinto back to pass again. He hits McLaughlin, who had to jump to make the catch, and he darts for the end zone for the touchdown. The Cardinal jump out to a 21-0 lead over the 22nd ranked team in the country. Tulane ended up putting together a drive and had the ball in the 29. Pounds is going to fake the handoff before finding tight end James Rowe, who darts up the field for a big gain. On the very next play, ball on the 10-yard line. Cardinal had some trouble with their defense. Zach Swoop takes the handoff inside, and he walks into the end zone untouched, and the Green Wave finally gets on the board with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. However, the Cardinal did put together a drive late in the second. Facing a 3rd and 10 from the 38. Pinto's going to take the snap. He's going to dash right before dumping it off to Chris Davis. He makes a spinning catch before dashing downfield down at the 13-yard line. Very next play, Pinto's changing the play before taking a snap. He's going to then scramble to the left this time. He dumps off to Mbakwe. He cuts outside, cuts back inside before powering his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Jalen Mbakwe helps extend the Stanford lead 28-7 with 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Tulane's ensuing possession. They face a 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Stanford backs out of the blitz. Then Earl Pounds throws it up top, and it's hauled in by Josh Lamore. Big play to flip the field. Then on 3rd and 10, Pounds is going to scramble to the left side before throwing it up top, and this one is denied. TJ Blanco breaks it up to forced 4th down. The Tulane Green Wave tacks on 3 at half, and then that makes the score 28-10, where Jalen Mbakwe has starred so far with 5 catches, 64 yards, and 1 touchdown, and just 2 quarters of play. It was Cardinal ball out of the break. 1st and 10 from the 37. Pinto's going to take the snap, but he's going to keep it himself, then follows his blocking downfield. 40, 30, big run by the QB there, and he flips the field, getting the ball inside Tulane territory. Later, 3rd and goal from the 8. Pinto's going to drop back the pass. His protection holds up, but he sails a throw, and it falls incomplete. He is human after all. Stanford gets 3, though, making it 31-10. After the field goal, Tulane puts together a drive. On 2nd and 11, Zach Swoop going to take the handoff. He outruns Mattingly before getting tackled down at the 20-yard line. Cardinal then force a 3rd and 7. They send a blitz off the edge, but it comes through up the middle. Pounds gets taken down from the sack. Big Bryce Jenkins stalls the drive out there, forcing a 4th and 15. After the Green Wave field goal, Pinto takes a snap from the 44. He's going to go up top, and it's Pat McLaughlin who holds it in for the touchdown. But there was a flag on the play. Illegal touching is the call. McLaughlin stepped out of bounds and was the first one to touch it, resulting in the touchdown being taken off the board. However, they did force a 4th and 13, and a 51-yard field goal was absolutely drilled by Dakota Clark. He extends the lead 34-13. Then in the 4th quarter, with 7 minutes to play, Pounds is going to throw it up top, but it's picked off by Domani Maxson. He picks it off and takes it back to the 25-yard line. Stanford forces a turnover late in the 4th quarter. But they kept the same score. Tulane had the ball again, looking to put together a touchdown. However, Pounds just throws it up for grabs, and Domani Maxson makes it back-to-back drives where he takes it the other way. Stanford's defense comes through late. 34-13 was the score with 5 minutes to play. The Cardinal hold on for the victory, and they knock off their second straight ranked opponent, 34-13 at home versus the Green Wave. The offense was scorching today, 459 yards of offense, 143 of those came on the ground, and another 300-yard effort from Josh Pinto. Pinto was 26 for 38 for 316 yards and 3 touchdowns, completing a very efficient 68%. He also led the team with 54 rushing yards on 10 attempts. Chris Davis had 10 carries and 41 yards, and Cameron Hazelwood only had 29 yards but did score another touchdown. Jalen Mbakwe was the leading receiver with 7 catches and 89 yards along with a touchdown. Mikael Skinner had 6 catches and 64 yards, while Pat McLaughlin had 4 catches and 70 yards along with a touchdown. John Anthony Hall also added a touchdown for the receiving corps. Sam Neely led the team with 9 tackles, while Beasley and Dixon also added 5. Bryce Jenkins and Justin Trusnick added 2 TFLs on the ground, while Jenkins and Adam Chauvelin both had a sack. And then we had 3 interceptions, 2 by Maxson and 1 by Neely. So the Cardinal turn their page. They remain at home, looking to extend their undefeated streak to start the year. They take on the 1-3 Pittsburgh Panthers in another ACC matchup. We start the action with the Panthers facing a 3rd and 8 early in the 1st quarter. They send a man in motion. Quarterback Jim Biquette, he stands in the pocket and he finds tight end Jake Winey up the middle for a big gain. Another 3rd and 3, this one on the 47. They send a receiver in motion. Cardinals send the blitz and Justin Trusnick takes down Beckett for the sack. Cardinal forced a punt on the first drive. Josh Pinto entered this game fully entrenched in the Heisman Trophy race. Some say he's a favorite if he continues his play down the stretch. They face a 2nd and 5 from the 25. Skinner comes in motion before Pinto runs a bootleg. He looks downfield and finds Jalen Mbakwe wide open. He spins out the defense and cuts it back inside. 10-5, touchdown, Jalen Mbakwe. What a play by the star receiver there, and they kick off this game with some fireworks. Next Cardinal possession, they get the ball down to the 12-yard line. Quick screen inside to Heath Sun. He runs it up the middle and he's taken down, but he scores a touchdown, or so we thought. Pittsburgh ended up challenging the play, and Sun was down at the 1-yard line after a tackle made by corner Tyler McKinstry. However, this did set the Cardinal up inside the 5-yard line, and 2 plays later, Chris Davis takes the inside handoff. Nothing but end zone he sees. He runs it in, and the Cardinal take a 14-0 lead with 3 minutes to play in the first. But they quickly got the ball back, still in the first quarter with 1:50 left. Pinto takes a snap from the 48. He drops back the pass and tries to throw it up top to McLaughlin, but Tyler McKinstry snags it out of the sky. Interception by the Panthers. They keep Stanford out from adding 6th there as McLaughlin was wide open, and the Panthers take it away for their offense and have one of the coolest celebrations on the sideline with a dunk there. Unfortunately for them, that was their only highlight as the Cardinal got the ball back before Pinto goes up top. This time he finds Heath Sun for a big gain. McKinstry can't keep up with Sun, and they flip the field on that one. That big play set them up inside the 20. They face a second 11 from the 15. Quick throw to Cameron Hazelwood. He darts out outside. He powers his way into the end zone. And the freshman running back helped extend the lead to 3 touchdowns. The Cardinal got the ball back with 7 minutes to play in the half. Pinto changes the play before taking a snap. Pittsburgh sends a blitz, but it doesn't get there. And Mikael Skinner is wide open as he's tackled down inside the 20-yard line. That play set them up for another goal line appearance. Inside give to Hazelwood. He finds pay dirt for the second time in a half. 28-0. The Cardinals jump out all over the Panthers. And that one just snowballed from there. Panthers get nothing going as the Cardinal blow them out 52-10. That is back-to-back episodes scoring 50 points. Another 4 touchdown effort on 76% completion for Pinto. Tops off a 665 total offense day for the Cardinal. 229 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. Their offense was clicking on all cylinders in this game. However, they did have 2 turnovers, the only blemish. They lost a fumble and Pinto did throw an interception from an otherwise perfect day at the office. Chris Davis led the way on the ground with 14 carries and 95 yards on a staggering 6.7 yard average. Lorenzo Queen got in on his action with 61 yards and Cameron Hazelwood added 51 yards on the ground, a touchdown on the ground, and as we know, a receiving touchdown. Mikael Skinner led the receiving corps with 6 catches, while Pat McLaughlin led the team with 115 yards and 1 touchdown. Jalen Mbakwe had the highlight of the day, adding on to a 100-yard effort and a touchdown, and Heath Sun had 5 catches and 87 yards. Defensively, Damani Maxson led the team with 9 total tackles, while Neely and Blanco both added 8, and Mattingly had 7. 3 TFLs and a sack for Sterling Sanders. Trey Roldan had 3 TFLs and a sack as well, while Stevenson also added 2 TFLs. Justin Trusnick added 2 sacks along with Sanders and Roldan's 1, and the Cardinal remain undefeated to start season 4. Please hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.